After traveling, it always feels nice to come back home and reset. And the Fraser River for me is just that. The comfort of home, fishing for sturgeon. This time with a friend. There are two things that have remained consistent since I was in diapers: fishing and being on camera. I shared the screen with my uncle, my mom, and my dad.
A year ago,
In 2008, I launched my own fishing show called Hookin' Up. This was a journey that reignited my own passion for the world that I was brought into. Now it's time to pass down all the life lessons and share this world of fishing with the next generation. As a mom. You're in my car while I'm doing this. Do some hair. Do your hair. Do your face in the bow. Ready? We're on our home body of water, the Fraser River in British Columbia, out sturgeon fishing with the family, and it's a beautiful October day. Not too rainy, it's totally manageable. It's really nice to be on the water with Kev because he's been so busy on the river guiding this year that as a family we haven't really gotten to sturgeon fish this year. We have sturgeon fished quite a few times, but Tiger especially was quite a bit younger, i.e. an infant, and so that's also exciting to bring him out where he's connecting more the dots and he can maybe participate a little bit, who knows. Mostly eat snacks, but at least he can really take it in.
We're on the Fraser River in British Columbia, mid-October, a little bit rainy, but we get the heat on in the boat, and we're gonna try and see if we can get the kids into some fish.
So in addition to the family unit, we also have my friend Ashley Davidson, and I've actually known her since I was a teenager, which is kind of a cool connection. She's from Ontario as well. And we decided to take her out today for a number of reasons. She's a great friend, but also she's a really inspiring female person. And I love the opportunity to surround Yale especially with other women who are following their own narrative, following their passion, who have, a good sense of their self. And Ashley is totally that. She's a total ray of sunshine. She's a great soul, great energy, which is nice to have in nature. And she's just a really good example. So I'm happy to have her on the boat and have her and Yale interact as well. In return, she's gonna show us her world, which is dance and movement, and using dance and movement to help others. So she's done that in a lot of different ways, and she's made a career out of it. That's how far she's gone with it. She's gone to school for it, specifically for that, movement as therapy, and she's making it into a job. So she's gonna let us into that world as well.
Yes! Action right away, girl! Yeah! Awesome! He's right here, Dad.
He's
right
a
here.
strong one.
Okay, stop reeling there. Stop reeling.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
just let them hang out there for a sec. Walk just behind me, going that way.
What?
You don't have to reel anymore, I'll just grab the line.
Okay. Walk it back. Keep walking back, Ash. All the way to the back there.
Just hold on tight.
Okay.
Hold on tight to the rod.
As soon as the fish have to fight.
Okay.
You want to see?
Nice. Get some water in there. Just hold on to that ash just for a
Yep,
sec.
there it is. So cool, right, guys? Yeah.
The unique thing about fishing for sturgeon on the river is that it's constantly changing. The water changes, the views are always moving, and the behavior of the fish change and require new strategies. but you can guarantee it will always be a sensory overload.
Here it comes.
Whoa, look at that one! Oh my gosh! Okay, Ash, I think that you're a good luck charm today.
Yeah.
Because we just got on the water. Some days you're going for hours and you don't get a bite, right?
Yeah.
And we got a bite like within the first 10, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Not only did we get a bite, we got a double header, which is super cool. So as I was struggling through the larger fish, what I was telling you is that it is similar to childbirth in the sense that you're in the moment. You're like, I don't know how I'm gonna get through this. And then you do.
Yeah.
And then weeks pass, months pass, and it all becomes blurry, okay? And so then you're talking to your girlfriends and you're like, and let's say they're pregnant, and you're like, you can do it, you got this, don't worry about it. Not don't worry about it, but like you can do this kind of thing, right? But part of that is, it comes honestly because you've forgotten the true exact feeling of what it was like. Oh my God, I forgot about fighting sturgeon. Okay, I need to go and get some doghouse maybe. Holy crap. Ah! Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot what this was like. It's really making me realize how long it's been since I fought one. And then when you get pregnant again, and then you have a kid again, you're like, oh right, this is what it feels like. And it's so much more extreme than what your brain lets you remember. And I assume biology is doing that so that we keep having kids. You know what I mean? So not all sturgeon, but when they come in the larger sizes, which is not all the time, but when they do, that's what I was just reminded of. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, I fought sturgeon all the time. And then it actually happens again. And you're like, how did I forget this exact feeling, you know? Which is to say it's a big time, but it's so fun. Oh my God.
When I first saw him, because he was little, but not too little, so I thought it'd be like, okay, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
But he was really strong.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just a strong species, right?
Really strong.
Yeah.
And then when we brought him in this bed here,
Yeah.
he looked bigger than what it was out there.
But why is the baby wasn't
Whoa, what a weird body shape. Look how long the tail was.
156 centimeters to the fork, and 55 centimeter girth. Super healthy looking fish. He's got some marks on him here, as you can see, but overall really healthy fish. Double header right off the start, yeah. I think we got some rain, right, which might have helped with the bite a little bit. But if you can see, like, he's just beautiful, nice thick fish. This is a pinkier, right? So they get an extra species of salmon to chew on. Beautiful white colors on them. Almost a bluish pink scoot, so you see that. Pretty cool.
'It's touching to see an old friend connect with Yale, and often that deep connection happens on the water. That's the thing about fishing. It allows you to connect to the people around you in a meaningful way very quickly. All right, what are we looking at here? Big Ash, you're up.
Should I start reeling it in or just leave it?
Just nice and slow, pull up, reel down.
Yeah, so when you can, you get that leverage, Ash. It's kind of, and you're pulling up and then reeling
Okay,
down.
yeah, 2 hands up here if you need to. Walk this way. Come walk around here. Just keep square to them.
So I teach full time at Vancouver Community College, so that's most of my days I do that. I work with a department called the Community and Career Education Department, and we work with students that have, we call them diverse ability, so students living with disabilities, living with diverse abilities, diversity. Come on. The program that I teach them is a career exploration program. And this year we've implemented the arts into that. So last year I applied for a pilot to be able to do it, and it was accepted, thankfully. Yeah, I teach these students how to possibly work within the arts industry. I use art as a method of building confidence, getting to know their body, building their posture, positive body image, positive body connection. Yeah, I feel like dance is at the center of everybody's heart. Really, it's at their core expression, and we've been dancing humankind has been dancing for thousands and thousands of years.
Nice. Okay, so just pull back and then keep reeling down. Just keep moving them every couple inches. You want to keep moving them as soon as they stop. So pull all the way back,
Okay.
and then start reeling and reel down in the water. Drop your rod back. Reel. Good. Keep going.
Like after you've danced, you feel like you're renewed. You know, if you, in this studio, I'm sure if you videotape or you film the people walking in to the people walking out, walking in is, you know, they might be walking in and they're late from school or this or that. And when they're walking out, they probably have smiles on their faces. They're filled with energy and excitement. It's just a switch that turns on from dance. He's a big one, or she's a big one.
Not bad. Okay, so you'll stand up, walk behind me, don't reel anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, just keep coming this way. 2 hands at the top to hold. Yeah. That way. There. Right there's good. Hold on tight. Keep that rod into your hip.
Hey girl! You put up a good fight. Oh, she's so cute. Woohoo! Yay! Good job, girl.
You know, that's the beauty of this fishery is you have all different sizes, right? So if you have a group out, somebody can handle a bigger fish, you can switch and move them around.
Yeah, what do those patterns remind you of?
Okay, so we started you off on a nice smaller sized one
Yeah.
to just get you used to it.
Yeah.
And
all
now
your plan.
it was all planned out by Kevin. And now we've upgraded you. And did you feel a difference?
Yeah. She put up a fight. That
Yeah.
one was a girl. She was a woman.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because she was feisty and bouncing her head.
Super feisty. Yeah, just like the strength of pulling me from one side of the boat to the other.
Mm-hmm.
And I think having that thing in your belly, like
Yes.
wherever you position it, is super important because it'll slip
Yes.
off.
Yes.
But then when I had it here, like,
The doghouse?
yeah, that was more comfortable.
Yeah.
There were certain points where if Kev wasn't there, maybe I would have flown in the water, but
Yeah.
I think I did a pretty good job.
Yeah. I mean, listen.
Yeah.
Sturgeon is the kind of fishing where you can't be ashamed of it. Sometimes you need some tag teaming going on. It's not like just like, you know, reeling in a quick bass or anything. So it's all good.
Yeah.
That's like most of us, men included.
Yeah.
you know, they're tag teaming. So
Yeah, it's a
that
team
was
effort, for
yeah,
sure.
and it was beautiful and so many designs.
Oh,
you know,
they're stunning fish. I mean, they're dinosaurs.
they're prehistoric. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yay. Today we are at a dance studio, and Ashley is going to take Yale through a little bit of a routine, get her body moving, and kind of show us what dance can do. Ashley has spent a lot of her life studying dance and how she can apply that to the real world. And there's a lot in common actually between fishing and dance, I think, because they both are a really great tool for therapy. They allow you to decompress and focus and be in the moment. And so although they seem quite different, I think that they're pretty important and similar pastimes in that sense.
And then you fall down, but you're a little leaf, and a little leaf is weightless. So the wind comes and sweeps you.
Yale definitely has high energy at pretty much all times. So we can't go wrong with putting her through dance. I think she's gonna enjoy it. Hopefully she'll be able to listen to Ashley long enough to get a couple of steps down and gain that confidence that you get when you learn something new. But we'll see how it goes. I'm pretty sure she'll like it, maybe just as much as fishing. We'll see.
Yeah. We're gonna start with a stretch. And why do we stretch? Why do we stretch our body before we dance? To warm up. And why do we warm up?
So we can dance.
We need to get our energy going, our body warm, and so we don't pull a muscle. Then after our stretch, we're going to play a game using our imagination. We're gonna dance to our imagination. Then, before freeze dance, we are gonna do choreography to your favorite song. We're gonna put a dance together. We're gonna do a dance together, and then we're going to show Mommy our dance. Does that sound good? All right. High five, high 10. With sports, you're running, you're walking, and you are using your bodies in many different ways. But dance is more of an expression. It's an expression of the body, and I find, you know, it's hard for us to talk about things in our lives, in our past, things that we can't even verbalize, and especially for people that don't have the ability to speak. And dance allows our body to speak for us. It allows us to express in ways that maybe verbally we can't express. You're working with the executive functioning of your brain. Like, you're working with this frontal lobe that you can't think about anything else. You know, like Mariko had said, when you're fishing, you know, you're not thinking about paying the bills. Sturgeon fish are huge, right? So you're like in for a treat. It's a party bringing that thing in. And it's all in your mind. You know, being scared and a lack of confidence is all in the mind. It's when we put our action and our body to it that it lessens the mind, lessens the fear. So of course, when I'm looking at this thing and, you know, Kev saying, come up here and you've got to go in this stance and do that, I'm like, oh my God, am I really gonna do this? And then he's coaching me in it. So I was reeling it in, pulling it up, reeling it in, pulling it up. And then it's a click, right? It's like a shift of, I got this. And then I had it. And Leaf tries to find its home again. I want you to go back to where your tree was standing. And I want you to give me a pizza foot. Standing up, pizza foot. And I want you to bring your hands out. Let's make a pizza. I want you to bring your hands out. And then when we bend, I want you to bend your knees and bring your hands down and up and down and up and down. And then you're going to stretch those feet up to your tippy toes and bring them around. Very, very, very good. And relax. I I wouldn't consider myself a professional dancer. I'm a dance artist, I'm a dance instructor, I'm a dance educator. Even for myself, and I know professional dancers, I know friends that are professional dancers, before they go on stage, they're nervous, right? And their confidence is like, you know, it's rattled a little bit. And so even for them, they struggle. But for everybody else that, you know, is thinking about dancing or maybe a little bit too shy and not confident within their own body, dance allows you to connect with yourself and learn about yourself. That was so much fun.
Just giving it.
Did you have fun? Yeah, you were grooving it.
Yeah, this guy loves dancing just as much as Yale.
Yale, you did really well today.
You did. I
And
can't
you know
believe how
what?
much you learned.
What Yale does well is she doesn't really focus on what the moves are to the count. She focuses on the feeling and the story with the song.
And yeah, I think it's just like, you know, reminds us it is like fishing. I keep bringing it back, but it is true. Like, you know, as we were discussing just now, it's an activity where you put everything else to the side and you're just focusing on the one thing. And you're not even focusing because you're just like feeling.
Yeah, I did feel like that when I caught that fish.
You know?
You're
not thinking about bills that need to be paid.
Oh no.
Or people that are annoying you.
No, you're thinking about the
You're
fish.
just like so zoned in on the task at hand. Although on the outside, fishing and dance can seem like completely different activities. But they are, on the inside, actually very similar, in that they contribute to one's mental health through focus and allowing one's mind to be present.